loving atmosphere in the home is the foundation of your life. Hi everyone and welcome to Dream Home Season 7 powered by Johnson Tiles, co-presented by ACC Cements, Prayag HPL Wires and Asset Homes. As usual, let me welcome our wonderful panel of judges, Ms. Sudha and Mr. Jibbo John. So judges, we have a very special home from Tagari, Alappuzha, which is known as Uthradam. So let's take a look.
And what's up, family? I'm your host Danish Karthik and welcome to a brand new episode of Dream Home Season 7. We are at Uthradam House in Tagari, Alappuzha district, and this is a 2,700 square foot property with 4 bedrooms. Let's take a look. And this is the front of the house. As you can see, we have paving tiles throughout the entire property. We have some palm trees around the side, some coconut trees, and as you can see right behind me is a small grass skirting. Other than that, we don't have too much plant work or anything like that. Now the house entirely is pretty much linear in its structure. We have browns and grays and whites and a sloping roof. Now let's take a look at this sit-out area. Now this is the sit-out area. As you can see, we've got marble and granite flooring throughout the entire front. We have wooden door, we have wooden windows. There's actually plenty of windows. Obviously that's great for lighting, which you're gonna see once we step inside. Now let's take a look. And thank you guys for joining me. Inside, we are currently in the ground floor living room. As you can see, it is very spacious. We have something called digital vitrified tiles right below me. We have a textured wallpaper to my left. This is an accent wall because the rest of the walls are actually just plain white. And we have other colors such as grays, two different shades of gray, and we've got whites, we have blues. Awesome color combination in my opinion. We have a window to my right and 2 right behind me to my left as well. Now let's take a look at the dining room. Now this is the dining room. As you can see, it is a very open space. We have the staircase right in front of me. We have the living room right next to that. And there are no closed walls here, so it does feel a lot bigger than it normally would, being that it is kind of a small dining space. Now we have a wooden dining table with a glass on top. We have 6 wooden chairs as well. We have lots and lots of windows. Now that's definitely something that you're going to see throughout this house. Lots of windows, lots of lighting. Now let's take a look at the kitchen. this is the kitchen. Now we have ceramic tiles right below me. We have granite tops. We have wooden cabinets all around, even at the top. They're all different shades of brown. Now we have these awesome LED lights around the sides and right in front of me. Now the work area is actually right to the right side of me. We have plenty of cupboards, plenty of storage space, and let's take a look at the next room. Thank you guys for following me into the first floor. Now this is the first floor guest bedroom. As you can see, right above me we have a sloping roof, vitrified tiles right below me. Very spacious room. We have color blends of whites and browns. Now to my right we have this very big window. Right behind me as well we have another very large window. And probably the coolest thing about this room is right behind me we have this balcony area. And that, my friends, was the magic of Uthradam House in Alleppey. I'm your host, Danish Karthik. Thank you guys so much for joining with us on this episode, and I will see you next time.
Colonial with the contemporary style and Kodalum is not the use of it. When the pergolas in the pergolas with the roofing, sloping roof on mix it on the Malachi in the Kodalum. In Kodalum white coffee brown. Brown the shades of the chair.
Both of the judges would be having 100 marks each, wherein this 100 marks is again subdivided into 10 different aspects, which includes exteriors, interiors, decor and lighting, landscaping, kitchen, bathroom, flooring, wardrobe, painting and value for money. So directly moving on with the judgments, Mr. Jibbo, exteriors.
Yeah, exteriors of this house is a classical example of, matching each of the things to the other. That is actually, even if you have a good form for the house, like this house is got I think a reasonably good form with pergolas, sloping pitch roofs in different levels. The entire thing is spoiled by the coloring of it. Because I feel the colors they've used for the pergola is too dark. It totally spoils it. It catches your eye immediately, and the other good things that they've done in the elevation is not at all noticed. So the dark chocolate brown pillars, the dark chocolate brown used in the pergolas with the white thing in the center, those are all jarry elements which spoils the total elevation. I'll go for 5.5.
5.5 out of 10, Ms. Siddha.
In fact, I missed the fact that there was a beautiful terraced sloping, that is sloping roof in different levels, 3 different levels. By the time I just saw the house, the only thing that I could really see were the pergolas, which I felt was totally unnecessary. The fact that the pergolas need to be so dominant, or the fact that you had to have that pergola itself as a design element, if not for anything else, was totally unnecessary, because it totally takes away from the rest of the roof. The only thing that you actually see is the pergolas with the bright brown and the white, which is 100% contrast. So that way it's so dominant that you don't see the good aspects of the house at all. Other than that, the yard around the house, actually the corner sort of an entrance into the house actually gives it a very beautiful look, in the sense that you can see two sides of the house. But there are various elements there that are in total contrast to each other, like as in black and white, it's brown and white. So it really is too dominating to enjoy the rest of the house. So I'm giving it a 5.3.
5.3 out of 10. Is the interiors matching up with the exteriors?
The interiors are much sobered down, and actually when you enter the living room you get a pleasant feel with nice blinds, which is very sober, nice wall color. The flooring is whitish marble, but the sofas and the cushions, even a brown, dark brown, similar color to the exterior highlighter wall, all those things are matching up, and it is sobered down a lot. But while going inside to the dining room and other areas, again we tend to go beyond what is needed, and lot of materials, unwanted ceiling work, lighting work, everything is added on to it, creating again a disharmony or whatever that actually is the problem which I found in the interiors. I'll go for 6.
6 out of 10, Ms. Sudha.
Totally agree with what Jibu said. There is, in spite of the fact that it's been toned down as we come from the outside, there is still a heavy contrast, that is between the darker browns and the very light background of the walls. So that contrast tends to take away the subtleness or the nuances of the little smaller textures and other things that are there. And see, when you look at an interior, you're looking for, there has to be something that is a focus that you look at, and everything else has to build up to that focus. If each thing is going, each item there is going to be clashing with the other, as in contrast in color and texture, it's going to just take away anything that you're going to build up to as a final focus of the element. So that way design, if you look at design theories, it's all been violated here. So I'll go for a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. Decor and lighting.
Again it's the same, the white marble flooring, the sofas, then actually the stainless steel handrails in the staircase with the glass vitrified tile above, the blinds and the dining spaces along with the lights. These things form the decor and lighting. There is a lack of matching in all these things in my opinion, except for the drawing room, which is quite neatly done. I'll go for 5.5.
5.5 out of 10, Ms. Sudha.
Agree totally. That is the even the wallpapers that is used tends to stand out, and small things like the switches, they've used the plate of the switch is dark, the switches are white, so then the background is white. So again there also you're tending to have too much of a contrast. So then that way it doesn't really merge one into the other, doesn't follow lines. So then I'll also go for a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. Was there much of landscaping?
No, there was only yard paving, that's why I'm giving only 5, there is no other comments to it.
So it's 5 out of 10 by Mr. Jibu. What about you?
I'm going to be a little more strict about yard paving, only 4.
4 out of 10. Kitchen.
Kitchen actually, the color combinations used is basically the floor and the bottom cabinets with the upper cabinets. It's lighter, darker wood grains mix match. That is looking all right, but what happens is I found most of the cupboards above the lintel level on the touching the ceiling. That is good for storage, but majority seemed like that except for the one below the counter. So I really have my doubts regarding the total utility of the kitchen as far as storage is concerned. Color combination also could have been better. It is the lighter and darker combination. I'll go for 5.5.
5.5 out of 10, Ms. Sudha.
The color combination according to me seemed to be quite all right, in the sense that you have they've used only the wood colors there, wood and the darker background. The lighter cabinets are at the base while the darker cabinets are on the top. But I didn't know where the green light came from, so I mean probably that was the only thing that added the color to it, and I don't know, it didn't look, it looked a little out of place. 6.
6 out of 10. Bathrooms.
Bathrooms are also, the problem with it is they've used lot of self-designed tiles. I've seen a pink one and then a green and whitish one. So self-designed tiles with the other ones tends to make it look very heavy and smaller. I'll go for 5.5.
5.5 out of 10, Ms. Sudha.
Bathroom, what struck me first was the bathroom door. You had a big pink flower on the bathroom door before you walked into a very grey and quiet bathroom. So somehow it hasn't been thought of in sequence. That's the basic problem with the whole building, whole place. So then there was a pink bathroom, I understand, so maybe they could switch doors. So the problem with the bathrooms basically is that it's too heavy because of the patterns. The tiles are already patterned, and then you give more patterns, it becomes very, very heavy and dark. But I'll give it a 6.
6 out of 10. Flooring.
Flooring is an important element which is supposed to complement all the other things in the house, but actually here they've used variety of floorings, like the marble flooring has been used. Then I think black is used for the steps. Then they've used vitrified tiles. So there has been a mix of floors. I'll go for 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. Ms. Sudha.
Yes, like Jibu said, there's a mix, there's so many, as with every other thing here, like with the walls and like with the flooring is also a mixture of a lot of colors. Again, the bold contrast is what stands out. It's almost like a black and white staircase there. Luckily the handrails are in glass, so that doesn't eat into the visual effect of it. So that is fine, but I still think the granite on the steps is a dangerous proposition. Also the kitchen is also sort of granitish, so I'll give it a 6.
6 out of 10. Wardrobes.
Wardrobes are much nicely done. They matches with the room. They've taken some effort to do the wardrobes. I think there is some color combination added. Even when you go to the other room also, we find that it has also been tried to match with the room. Go for 6.
6 out of 10, Ms. Sudha.
Yeah, this is the saving grace of the whole house. Actually, the wardrobes have been planned out well, and each one based on the bedrooms that it has been designed, light and simple. I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5 out of 10. Paintings.
Although there is nothing majorly wrong with the paintings inside, I am totally disappointed with the way they've tried out the painting outside. I'll go for 5.
5 out of 10, Ms. Sudha.
I'll keep the interior in mind. I'll go for a 6.
6 out of 10. Value for money.
6.
6, Ms. Sudha.
6.
6 out of 10. So the total marks given by Mr. Jibu is 56 and by Ms. Sudha is 56.8. Calculating the total marks, it's 112.8 out of 200, which is okay. So with this, we'll wind up today's episode. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, this is Archana Ravi and the entire team of Dream Home Season 7, powered by Jones & Tiles, co-presented by ACC Cements, Prayag, HPL Wires and Asset Term. Signing off. Tata.